Today, our Back on Track show will be back on track with the IRS. I'm going to talk about some of the essential steps in getting back on track with the IRS. The first thing you need to know is the IRS is concerned with the last 6 years of tax returns. You might run into some professionals. They might try to sell you on that you need to file your last 10 to 15 years of business and personal tax returns, but typically that's not true. Just focus on those last 6 years. You don't want to pay a professional too much money that wasn't needed. Number two, you want to make sure that your books are in great shape. We do books cleanup for businesses all day long on Quickbooks Online. We recently helped a law firm, a plumbing company get their books straightened out for all of 2018. There hasn't been a situation that's too messy that we can't fix. We're going to go into your Quickbooks Online. We're going to record all your accounting transactions according to generally accepted accounting principles. We're going to do the bank reconciliations, and we're going to take a step back and make sure the financials make sense. The third thing is you want to get a CPA firm or a tax attorney to represent you. If you had a personal injury case, you're definitely not going to represent yourself in front of the judge. If you got a DUI, you're not going to represent yourself in front of the judge. The same thing goes to dealing with the IRS. We have what's called a CAF number, which gives us a direct shot to the IRS quicker than your normal taxpayer. When you're dealing with the IRS, a representative or an agent, we know what we're talking about, so they're less likely to mess with us. Next, what we want to do is we want to obtain the IRS transcripts. We'll get a signed power of attorney, Form 2848, with your information, our CPA number, our CAF number, and we'll talk about what we're going to represent you, what years, and we're going to fax that in, and now we can make calls on your behalf, which take a long time, and get things done for you. Next, we want to start on your tax returns. We're going to work with the farthest back year and move our way forward. That's a question we get often. So if we're doing 2015 through 2019 business and personal tax returns, we're going to start with 2015, get done. That data is going to flow into 2016, and so on. After your tax returns get processed, we're going to either set up an installment agreement or do an offer and compromise. A lot of people don't realize that the IRS cannot put you in bad shape where you can't pay your personal bills. So often they will settle for a monthly payment that's low, and plus we're going to get your back. We don't want you paying too much. Or an offer and compromise is a mathematical calculation where we can make a negotiation with the IRS to pay a big sum but lower than what was owed in total. And the last important step that a lot of people don't realize is you got to get current and compliant. I'm going to say that again, it's current and compliant. That means you got to file your current year tax return, you got to start paying your current year taxes, and most importantly as a business owner, you got to get yourself on a W-2. They want to see you paying a little bit of taxes every 2 weeks. That is one of the #1 tips I have for any business owner if you don't want to have IRS issues, is put yourself on a W-2. It just makes everything so much easier. Well, thank you all for tuning in to Back on Track with me, Josh Simpson, IREC veteran turned CPA and owner of Simpson Accounting. Please reach out. We would love to help you.